Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It's time to get into the latest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. This was the Rusical episode. I agree, it was a great Rusical, really a good episode. I have questions and concerns. Now, if you look, I had to pour me a glass of Stella Rose to get into this one because I got some opinions. I definitely want you to get in the comments and let me know your opinions. I want to say this right now. If you are a Kandy Muse fan, stan, all of that, this is not going to be a Kandy Muse hate video. It's going to be my honest opinion of the RuPaul Kandy Muse situation video. Please do not get in the comments dragging, because all I did is I said a cute little couple of things on Twitter and y'all got to dragging. Now, I'm not easily hurt. My feelings aren't easily hurt, but sometimes you don't be wanting to read all of that. So I'll tell you right now, if your feelings are a little bit sensitive when people get to talking about Kandy Muse, this might not be the video for you. I'm not going to drag her. I'm not going to say anything negative. I'm going to give my honest critique. If you can't take other people's opinions, I suggest go ahead and click off now and don't, get yourself all worked up. But anyway, I titled this video, I'm not mad Jaymes Mansfield went home. I'm not mad at people for sending who they feel is top competition home. I feel like that's what RuPaul wants you to do. If Ru didn't want people to send competition home, he wouldn't have left it up in the ladies' hands to do the eliminations. RuPaul likes the drama. I like the drama too. I ain't mad at it. What I have a problem with is him picking the winners. I have a problem with him, Michelle, and his crew giving critiques. I know I wear glasses, and my ass done got to the age where they put a little bifocal in this lens as well. But I don't feel like we watching the same show. I feel like am I watching something different? But let's get into it. We opened the episode. Everybody voted Kahana out. Kahana, you deserve to be out after that snatch game last week. You did Coco wrong. But we ain't getting back into last week. Kahana knew what it was. She just happy she's still there. Now, I got to get back on YouTube. I'm probably not going to listen to tomorrow when I go to work, because it's some tea out there about Heidi and Kahana exposing some things. I don't know if it's about each other or the show, maybe a little bit of beef. I don't know. I'm going to get into it, and if it's juicy, I'm going to report back. But anyway, back into the episode. The ladies get to looking around. It's Joan Crawford all over the wall. It's a Rusical about Joan. I will be the first one. I understand the references of no wire hangers. Don't F with me, fellas. I don't think I've watched any of the movies. I know who she is, but I get some of the references, but it's not like I'm that deep into Joan, like definitely not like an Alexis Michelle and Jaymes, who was throwing out all the mannerisms and things. I know the lady, but I know enough to be entertained when I see it on my RuPaul's Drag Race. Put it like that. So I guess I'm trying to say I'm not the biggest Joan expert to critique, but I'm gonna critique what I saw. I could critique some good singing and good dance when I see it. Now, they get to picking out the parts. I usually appreciate when RuPaul at least lets someone has an authority where the ladies can pick their own parts, but whoever won last week, I guess that would be Jimbo, would have the final say, or at least assign the roles. I don't know. I don't like this whole what Kandy does, and Kandy isn't the only one has done this. We've seen queens do it in the past. this the part I like, and I ain't got no backup, so I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I'm getting this part, I don't know what's up. I like when Rue gives a winning lady. They could have had a cute mini challenge if they didn't want Jimbo to do it, and say you're in charge of assigning the parts. And that person could be fair or that person could be shady, but at least we ain't got this feud of feeling like somebody who has the bigger personality. I don't want to say aggressive, but not everybody is confrontational. Someone who's not afraid to get a little bit feisty for their role, and people who are less confrontational backing down. Now, Jessica Wilds did not back down, but when they auditioned for the part, they both sound equally a mess. And then it turned into a friendship competition, and everybody voted for Kandy. Who cares? Kandy has the role. It ended up working in Jessica's favor. Either the role she picked was perfect for her, whatever. What I want to say about this musical, because I'm not gonna make this review long. I'm gonna get to the point, get to the fashions, and move on. Each section of the musical should be equally fair and a winning number. I felt like that country number, I don't care who would have got it. I don't care who would have got that country number. It was a womp womp. It was whack. I don't want to say people don't like country music, because they do. We've seen some of the biggest artists out now are country artists. People like country music, but that little honky tonk square dance that they had Alexis was doing, I'm like, you couldn't give her a cute, like, why does the genre why can't one of these musicals everyone have the same genre? Like, they say Kandy had a disco number. At least make 2 or 3 of the numbers disco so we could compare. Okay, because everyone has what they like to hear. What Lala was doing, that slapping and shit, and that was more of a Vogue ballroom vibe. Lala ate that up. Lala ate that up and was clearly, for me, the winner of this week if we was gonna pick a winner. She gave you face, attitude, vocals, performance, not a second missed. But let's go in order. So I don't get myself messed up. Kahana goes up first. Again, I ain't nobody talent agent. I thought Kahana did very well. I didn't see the face being missed from the body. Like, I thought Kahana performed early Joan Crawford, what they call her MGM queen, very well. The one thing Kahana didn't have was the hair and makeup. I agree with everybody on Twitter. She looked like Holly Berry doing Dorothy Dandridge. You just didn't give me a Joan Crawford look. But I thought she performed it very well. And I will agree with Alexis. We are comparing A's, A pluses to A's. Like, it was a great musical. Not the best musical. I thought the musical they did on the last season, Wig Loose, I thought that was real cute, and everybody did their job over there too. But some people just be saying shit to be saying it. I'm cursing. Forgive me. Anyway, up next we had Jaymes Mansfield. I forgot what part of Joan Crawford he had, but he put a comedy spin to it. Jaymes, if it wasn't for that runway, could have won this, because I thought his vocal was amazing. The performance was A plus. Looked like Joan Crawford. Gave me the mannerisms of Joan Crawford that I know. The song was decent. I thought Jaymes, when Rue called the tops and the bottoms, I thought Jaymes was at the top, was one of the tops. But hey, we've seen people with awful runways be in the top before. We've seen people with trash runways win an episode before. But you know what, Angie? Let it go. It ain't my show. It ain't my $200,000. But who came up next? I believe next was Kandy. Kandy kept up with her dance beats. She did better than her original season. Her face matched the performance. She was giving us performance. Kandy had a disco number. Kandy had a song that was memorable and cute. And I feel like when you think of Joan Crawford, you think of no wire hangers. Like, this is coming from somebody who isn't a big Joan Crawford fan. Like, I don't get all the references. But the main thing, if I didn't know anything else, I would know no wire hangers. And what pissed me off about the performance, before Kandy could even belt out two notes, Michelle, yes, Kandy, oh my God, yeah. I'm like, girl, it's only 2.5 seconds. She ain't even did a spin or a dip yet. She ain't really pulled the hanger off the rack yet, Michelle. I know you love Kandy. I know it. I know you want to give her this win, but can we at least watch the performance? Yeah. I'm like, girl, it looked like the choreographer was doing the choreography over there so Kandy would know what was next. Quiet as is kept. Her face looked an effing mess. I ain't watched that movie, but in the movie, was that lady's foundation fucked up? Ooh, it's after the 10 minutes. Okay. Was that lady's foundation messed up? Was that lady's lipstick crooked? Great job. Not a winning performance for me. And it definitely, by far, was the best musical performance I've ever seen. I don't know what judge said that, but y'all was full of S, H, I, and the T. I feel like that's what's wrong with certain people. And I said this on Kandy's original season. Kandy is entertaining. Very. She's funny just by being herself. We've all said it about Alyssa Edwards, and I feel like Alyssa is probably one of the biggest drag queens to come from this show. And Alyssa is just funny being herself. And Kandy has that same essence, like just an it factor. But you all were honest with Alyssa when she needed a critique or when she effed up. I'm not saying Kandy effed up in the musical. I'm just saying you all aren't honest with her. That's why she has not grown from her original season to now. She's giving us the exact same ish because you aren't honest and you praise her for just doing what's required. She never goes over and beyond. But because it's the same way, and I don't understand, Vanjie is one of the ones who is just it factor all over her. Funny for just being Vanjie, but not always the best at these drag race challenges. And you all, Michelle, you were the main one who told Vanjie, don't come out here in another swimming suit. Kandy Muse has wore a swimming suit with a triangle on it every episode this season but one. And I went to her Instagram to confirm, and I'm going to pull it up. You know, I'm going to share my screen in a second because I don't want y'all to call me a lie. Kandy has wore a swimming suit or a panty and a bra with a triangle on the front of it every episode. And y'all live for it, and y'all haven't said ish about it. Ish about it. This week, Kandy just happened to have on 50 triangles, and Grace Jones, thank God, one day wore some triangles on the dress so Kandy could put some triangles on a swimming suit she already had. And then y'all gonna say that was the best thing coming down the runway? I don't feel like we're judging the same show. And I feel like what's gonna tank RuPaul's Drag Race, for me, some of y'all like it, what's gonna tank it is people not gonna want to come back, especially All Stars. Now, people gonna want their opportunity on Drag Race, but what's the point of coming back on All Stars if the judging isn't fair? And people have said this over and over and over. So many All Stars, even the winners, when they did the winners at war season, so many people say the judging isn't fair. Michelle doesn't critique everyone the same. And it's kind of like we're going to say what we need to say to make the people at home think so and so is in the top and the bottom. Like we ain't got no eyeballs of our own. Now, again, great job this week, Kandy, but it just wasn't a winning performance, and it damn sure wasn't no winning runway look for me. Now, let's keep it a moving. Alexis came up doing her country number. Again, the music was trash for me, but I felt like Alexis Michelle had the hardest part. She had to make that country. We back in kindergarten learning the square dance. She had to make that entertaining and look like Joan Crawford, do it in heels. She had to damn near rap talk her lyrics, and she did it spot on perfectly. And I didn't understand how Alexis was just safe. Alexis, to me, should have won this week. Period. If you can pick up the hardest role and do it perfectly, you deserve to win. Anyway, Lala came out. Lala came out and did the damn thing. I had to rewind and watch Lala's part twice because Lala Ree did the damn thing, and Lala could have easily won too. I didn't even understand how Kandy and them was in the top. Lala and Alexis should have been in the top. But Jimbo, who should have been in the bottom, was safe. I mean, he rode around and did the Mary Jane or whoever it was. I ain't watched the movie. I don't get the reference. I remember when Alaska and my girl Alyssa Edwards did it, and they said Alyssa messed it up, so I really don't understand the reference, but whatever. I ain't like Jimbo's performance. And she had to close it out. And that was the Rusical. Now let's get to the runway. And I will say, a night of 1,000 Grace Joneses, I expected a lot more. Grace Jones is a fashion icon. I expected a lot more. Let's get to sharing my screen. I want to talk about the ladies at home. I'm kind of feeling the Fame Games. I think it's cute. I wish so much Heidi. I know Heidi quit for whatever reason she chose to quit. You know, I understand. But I at least wish she would have still did the Fame Games so we could see her outfits. But let's get into the Fame Games. Y'all can see. Let me turn it on.
Bumper baby. Tonight on the runway.
Number one, Monica Beverly Hills. This is not Grace Jones. This looks like the same swimsuit Kandy wore for the lip sync assassin for the legacy, whatever it was. Girl, let me turn this down. It's a little bit loud. Monica,
Anyway, I'm serving up this sleek black look inspired by the icon herself. I mean, the best of the best, Grace Jones.
Naysha Lopez.
On her 2010 tour, Grace Jones wore this beautiful white jumpsuit with a white headpiece.
I don't know. I mean, it should have been white. This giving me Beyonce, not Grace Jones.
I went ahead and made my own version with a gold piece and a gold bodysuit. I'm absolutely in love with it.
I like the hair. How many is that? 40 inches, 50 inches. I like the hair with the braid, but I don't like the outfit.
This look.
Blue.
Mrs. Kasha Davis.
Grace Jones,
Right,
she's a superhero of confidence, of fierceness. This particular gown inspired me from a performance at the Hollywood Bowl where she looks like a bazillion red napkins. But when you turn around, woo, how about that?
No, ma'am. Where's your padding, Kasha? I understand. I ain't got no big, huge ass either. But Kasha, when they ask you to have an ass out outfit, you didn't have your ass out. But when you give Grace Jones, you're going to give us all the ass out. I ain't mad at it. I like it. This is a toot. This is a toot, Kasha. You did that.
Darian Lake.
Grace
Darian
Jones,
wins.
avant-garde, style
Darian
icon.
wins.
Its shapes, its color, its magic. She's regal with a hat because she loves to accessorize.
Darian right now is winning the fame games. I've been watching the outfits that she's been putting up. Amazing. Amazing. I love it. I love it, Darian. Oh, that waist is snatched. The waist is snatched, Darian. I hope she wins the fame games, but let's get into what the people who actually were in the competition had on. I believe this is there. Kahana, this is a drop dead gorgeous outfit, but it's not Grace Jones. And I feel like you just pulled some stuff out that you already had in the closet from your shows in Vegas, and you said, I'm gonna wear whatever I wear and make it work. For that, you get a boot because this just isn't gorgeous. Jaymes, it's this area right here, the camel toe of it all. And the area in the neck is really loose as well. And the colors just aren't flattering. I would feel you if you had on this Fox moment and everything underneath was black instead of all these different shades of red and brown. Like black hoodie, black tights, black boots. That would have set it off. I feel like all the different shades of browns make this a boot. Swimming suit triangles. And I promise y'all, this swimming suit is probably the same swimming suit she wore for the lip sync, but I ain't mad at it. I mean, Kandy is cute, but when are we going to tell Kandy to put clothes on? How many different leotards and bra and panties we going to let her stomp down the runway in? The makeup, Kandy makeup is always top tier. Top tier. I forgot to mention Jessica when we talked about the musical. I thought Jessica did amazing. I felt like Jessica could have won, but Alexis did better than Jessica as well. I love Jessica looks like Grace Jones. Like Jessica gave me face, body, and outfit. This is Grace Jones. I didn't appreciate the judges playing in La La Ree face. You the best one we thought could be Grace Jones. So we expected more from you. You didn't do that much. She got on a big ass 10-foot bow. Now it ain't real leather, but La La, get what you can afford. She got on a leather dress, thigh-high leather boots. This is what Grace Jones used to have on. What more do you want La La Ree to do? Strip naked? La La Ree doesn't give you Grace Jones, but Kandy in a swimming suit and all them triangles do. I mean, I guess. I believe it's the earrings. La La, you should have not had on the earrings. I'm picking at straws because the judges were. Yes. This was the best outfit on the runway. The best outfit on the runway. Alexis being safe is a damn shame. I love it. Jimbo looks cool. Jimbo is a boot. Jimbo looks cool. I don't care that once in the past. Jimbo, it look a fool on you. Jimbo should have been in the bottom, but I understand everybody would have voted Jimbo out if he hit the bottom, and that wouldn't have been right. Okay, those are the looks. Now, to be honest, Kandy could have easily been in the bottom herself. But anyway, I want to just prove a point so y'all won't think that I'm a liar. This week she didn't have on a bodysuit, but I mean, really, bam.
Kandy Muse. She not gonna cry over no spilt milk.
I was noticing she walks on her lactose.
Triangles on it. Number one. Where's another week? Because I looked at all the weeks. When she did that reveal week, it was a bodysuit with triangles on it. Is this going to show all the pictures? I don't know what that was. It's another week when she did the reveal. She had on a bodysuit with triangles. She's had it at least 3 times. Now, when she did that lip sync, she looked good in the lip sync. There it is right there. That was her unconventional challenge. The one right there. A triangle and a panty. But let me get off Kandy because I don't want y'all to think I'm hating. But at the end of the day, Kandy won. The judges said she won. It is what it is. Angeria came out to be the lip sync assassin. And I will say, Kandy turned the lip sync. Kandy won the lip sync fair and square. Should she have been lip syncing? I ain't on the judging panel, but when she got up there and lip sync, she gave it to you, Angeria, and she won the $30,000. And again, I'm not mad at her for sending Jaymes home. It is what it is. And they already revealed that everybody else voted for Jaymes as well. So you can't really be mad at Kandy. Jaymes was going home either way. Either way, Jaymes was going home. Now, what I'm interested in is next week, Kahana is crying because it's another acting challenge. Girl. Somebody is trying to quit. I feel like Kandy makes Alexis upset and Alexis may be trying to quit, or maybe Kahana is trying to quit because she was like, y'all gonna vote me out anyway. We're gonna vote you out. This Kahana going home next week, right? RuPaul comes in to set something straight. I can't wait to see. Next week looks like it's gonna be a little entertaining. I can't wait to watch it. That's the end of the review. Y'all, thank you so much for listening to me give my 2 cents on the latest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. If anything is entertaining, I am entertained. So thank you for entertaining me. And well, recently. But anyway, thank you all. I'm about to get into Real Housewives of Atlanta up next. Come on by if you're interested in Atlanta. If not, I'll see you next week for the next review of Drag Race. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.